Israel and Syria have agreed to a ceasefire. U.S. envoy Tom Barrack announced the update. He said, "Breakthrough. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Syrian President Ahmed al-Sharaa, supported by the United States of America, have agreed to a ceasefire embraced by Türkiye, Jordan, and its neighbors. We call upon Druze, Bedouins, and Sunnis to put down their weapons and, together with other minorities, build a new and united Syrian identity in peace and prosperity with its neighbors." This comes after prolonged violence between the two nations. Israel and Syria have not commented on the ceasefire deal so far. On July 18th, U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth welcomed his Israeli counterpart, Israel Katz, to the Pentagon. Katz's visit came at a time when clashes renewed between Druze militias and Bedouin tribes in southern Syria. Over 80,000 people are estimated to have been displaced. The clashes had resumed in Sweida province after a temporary halt. Days ago, Israel had launched airstrikes on convoys of government fighters. They even struck the Syrian Defense Ministry headquarters in central Damascus. United Nations Security Council had expressed concerns over violence in Syria.
Citing the violation against the Druze community and pledging to protect them, between 12 and 16 July, Israel resumed and intensified its airstrikes on Syrian territory. In this respect, I echo the Secretary General's condemnation of Israel's escalatory airstrikes, including on Sweida, Daraa, and in the center of the capital, Damascus. The strikes targeted the Damascus authorities' forces and official buildings, including the Ministry of Defense and the vicinity of the Presidential Palace, as well as the Maze military airport. In addition to violating Syria's sovereignty and territorial integrity, Israel's actions undermine efforts to build a new Syria at peace with itself and the region and further destabilize Syria at a sensitive time. It is essential that both Israel and Syria uphold the terms of 1974 disengagement of forces agreement to preserve the ceasefire between both parties and refrain from any action that will further undermine it and the stability on the Golan. I take note of ongoing efforts to establish a ceasefire, including, as President al-Sharaa stated, through American, Arab, and Turkish mediation. The situation on the ground is fluid, and as I speak, there are troubling reports of renewed violence in some areas that appears to be targeting Bedouin communities after the withdrawal of the Damascus security forces.